So I would like to know about you. So could you introduce yourself?
Yes, sure, sir. Sir, my name is Rohit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm connecting to you from Varanasi, UP. About
Mm-hmm.
my qualification, I have completed my graduation. And about my hobbies in my leisure time, I love to read books and talk with my co-learners. And nowadays, I'm brushing up my communication skills, so that's why I'm talking to you. And that's all about me. Thank you, sir.
Okay. That's a great, lovely introduction of you. So actually I belong to Bihar state. I'm a primary teacher. Nowadays I'm helping to the learner. Like whatever strategy, idea, methods I generated in my initial days to improve my communication skill. So these are ideas I ever try to deliver, share with all of the learner. So learner also get the better idea, better guidance in initial days to improve their skill by sitting at home. Okay. And if I talk about my hobbies, so I love to interact with the peoples, traveling various kinds of places because of awareness is much requirement part of the human life, right? So it's all about me.
Yeah, that's like a wonderful introduction to yourself, side as you are like a teacher trainer, you are guiding to beginners. So that's wonderful things you are doing. I will appreciate your things because as a
Okay.
beginner, we have to face some of the difficulties while communication skill as the language. So you are helping to others. So that's a great thing.
Thank you so much for appreciating me. So I would like to know, in nowadays, how have you been working over your communication skills? Could you describe
Uh,
something about your techniques, ideas, methods?
Yes. As per, sir, for enhancing language, we know there are four pillars of the learning any kind of the language, like speaking, reading, and writing, and listening. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But what I believe if nowadays like people have not too much time for reading and writing, but what I believe if you want to speak, so definitely listening will help you a lot. If you will listen, so definitely you will get some idea how can I express my thoughts and ideas and how can I put a good sentence. So that's why I'm nowadays I'm listening a lot as much as possible. Whenever I get
Okay.
time, I listen to others as you are in on YouTube, like there are many contents, video conversations. So I listen and whatever I learn just on there.
Okay, that's a great. Like especially in this time, like you are listening so much, right? To improve your communication skills. And apart from anything, is there anything special do you do in your communication skill?
Apart from I would say especially listen after I try to speaking, like practice. Some of the time when I got time, so I read something, but I
Mm-hmm.
believed listening is too important for speaking for learning this language, any language. Because if you will read, so definitely you will get some like a vocabulary, new things, new words, sentence structure. But maybe you don't know how I can use and in which context maybe. But when you will listen to others, so that time you will get how I can just speak that context. If you will copy to others, so definitely you will get to know how can I convey my
Mm-hmm.
thoughts.
Yeah, you're right. Like imitating, to other,
Hmm.
it would be more convenient for the initial days of any learner. Because at that time we do not have the idea of to make sentence, to framing sentence situationally. So it's a better way to just start imitating other. At least initial days how to frame sentence. After engagement time of your learning, of course you must get the idea of making sentence. Right. Because your listening, it should be maintained. Right. It would
Hmm.
be maintained by you. Obviously you will be listening various kinds of stuff related of this speaking, right? So this by consuming the stuff of this kinds of platform, it will help you to maintain your consistency, and as well as will give you the idea of transforming your sentence situationally, right? So yeah, you
So
are right.
Definitely, it's like a well, sir, as a like a trainer, as you are like a guiding to others, whatever you have knowledge. So definitely, I would like to know about your journey. How have you been start your journey, and what's your strategy and plan to learning this language, and what would you suggest to others like a beginner?
Actually, whatever I used to apply, in my initial days, it's not a quite different to all of you. It was a
Mhm.
quite similar, strategy. Like I used to practicing with myself. So usually the beginner also they are doing like that activities with self, right? Practicing with self and creating stories, inside of their mind. So these are things I used to do in my initial days and practicing a lot with myself and yeah, reading stories because
Hmm.
that would be so much effective idea, by reading any stories and grasping the vocabulary. Because situationally you can create some sentence. So without having vocabulary, how could you make sentence, right? So it would be more important for you. Okay. And yeah, like reading, listening was the you can consider most part of my initial days. Listening a lot. I was listening so much, you know. I was listening those part of persons who came on the stage to sharing their story of life. So carefully I used to listen a lot of those people's struggles of life, journeys. Okay. That way I used to just practicing myself. Okay. And as well as I often try to interact with the people, but due to having the less facilities I had at that time, so I was unable to reach people. Because at that time I didn't have at least phones,
Sure.
smartphones, so I can connect with the people. Okay. So many things, I have been suffered because of that reason. Still, I am a little bit experienced. I'm not telling you I'm a perfect in this field. I'm also learner. But I often try to give in my strategy, my idea to all the learner. So at least they get the genuine idea, which I experience. Okay, and I got little bit improvement in my speaking field. Right.
Hmm. So,
Yeah,
sir, what
that is
would
my
you
thing.
say about the those people who was like their initially stage, they are in beginner level. So, and which kind of difficulties you are finding to them, where they are lacking, and which kind of you are providing some knowledge them about this language.
Okay. Like I'm providing like initial days step. What kinds of first step the beginner should be applying initial days? First, listening. Listening by observing the way of talking about the other.
Hmm.
Pronunciation is much requirement also, but I think initial days you have to just more focus over listening because if you gradually listening any kinds of stuff, so it would be directly fixing in your subconsciousness,
Mind.
and after connecting with the learner, automatically comes to your mind. Okay, situationally. That's why listening is much effective steps of the learner. Reading it will give you idea to making sentence. Okay, so that's why always the YouTubers, teachers suggest to all the learner at least you just need to just establishing some habit of reading every day. At least one page of any books, any stories, it will be more convenient for you to giving the idea how to make sentence. Okay, because whatever we are watching, it would be scanned by our eyes and taking pictures. So
Yes.
that's why reading is much requirement things. Reading, listening, the both of things much effective initial days. And after that, it's up to you how you remember vocabulary, how you recalling that kinds of vocabulary which you remember before. That's why. These are things I will often try to deliver all of them.
So I would like to know. Tell me about your beginner journey, about your beginner initial time and beginner journey to our viewers.
A beginning journey I already mentioned. Now. I used to practicing with myself a lot. I
Oh,
was listening a lot, reading
I mean
also.
to say which kind of difficulties you faced your beginner journey.
As usual, which
Hmm.
which kinds of problem usually the beginner have been facing now.
I think
Okay,
mind goes
like
blank,
fears. Yeah,
lack of the confidence, and
yes.
lack of the word power, this kind of thing, and how to
Yeah.
overcome that.
Okay. You have to change your mentality. I know it is not possible, and you couldn't
Sure.
think this way. right? But if you change your mentality, the way you think, the way you see things around you, okay, everything will be gone. All the problem, all the issues will be gone very soon. After coming, after entering the confidence inside of you, ultimately all these things will be right. Okay. It's totally, based on confidence. You can master it in any kinds of skill, but in order to have confidence inside of you. Okay.
Yes, yes, sure, 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 sure. Yeah, that's wonderful. Whatever you have, you explained very well. So definitely, it will help to our viewers because great things you explained and you tell
Mhm.
us. Okay.
Yeah. So, like, when did you get the idea about spoken English, and why do you want to learn? I just want to the reasons behind it of you.
Yeah, actually, nowadays I'm pursuing law degree, that is LLB. So definitely, like in future, I will become an advocate. I will be go for like law area. So that definitely for my case, it's a very necessary language for me. Knowing some like knowledge about these areas and having a command of the speaking this language as well as communication. So that's the certain reason behind that's why I'm learning this language. And just before I can say before 7 to 8 months, I got idea I can I can do good things in this skill and this language, and I have to do I should do polish myself in this language. But
Of course.
to be honest, as like a speaking practice, just I'm like doing approx for 1 month. I'm doing a
Hmm.
speaking practice.
Okay. And your all the basic stuff might be completed by you, like basic knowledge of grammar, right? Writing skills, right?
Mm.
These are things might be completed by you in the school
Yes,
time.
but to be honest, if someone says like that, I have a I'm up to date on like grammar, so I think that's not good idea. So at same, I will say like I have a not like too much good command of the like a grammar, but I know something basic. So as a regarding basic, as a, like a basic, I'm like speaking whatever I have like a knowledge. But grammar is a very essential part and like a very lengthy part. If you will like go in deep grammar, so definitely you will confuse a little bit like where I can use like this that some of the things like if you will speak if you want to speak like English as a ac- accurate regarding grammar, so that maybe might be it would be hard to like you for speaking. At first try to get fluency, try to speak as much as you can speak. After then you will realize where I am like where I can rectify to myself, where I'm doing some mistake. And it will you will be realize yourself. Yeah, I'm doing like because some of the sentence structure you cannot change, like you cannot change, like you cannot use is replacement are as like no, we cannot say like he are. You have to like speak he is. So that's the things in while speaking as a practice you will be realized and you will be rectified to yourself just by
Hmm.
practice. So that's too
Yes.
much important. If you have like some basic knowledge of grammar, so you can try to speak, and definitely after some time by practice you will be understand overall the things regarding grammar.
Yes.
That's my perspective. I'm not too much aware of this. What
No,
is
no.
the like? Hmm,
It's really right. According to me, it's 100% right. Like an increasement of time during learning any kinds of skills, it must be fixed out. Okay, according to time. But you have to learn basic whatever that I think actually. Let me clarify what
hmm,
kinds of things you have to requirement to learn very soon in grammar field. First, you have to know the use of prepositions. Okay, because we often fixing, we are making mistake by fixing the ending point of any sentence. We don't
hmm,
know like how to use on, at, in, in which situation we have to use, right? So you have
hmm,
to learn use of prepositions. You have to learn tenses, because whenever we start talking, So at that time, we need to aware in which tense we are going to talk. Like we are starting talking about our past time, so we must know about this, right? Relatively, all the sentence must be belonging to past tense. So you have to know tense, prepositions, and modals. You know, modal has a vital role in a spoken field to make long sentence into short. Okay, it will really help you to create convenient
But
sentence, convenient statement of your situationally. Okay, any kinds of situation. So you have to know these are things in only grammar. Apart from there is no requirement of knowing any more things. Yeah, little bit if you really want to learn, so you can learn conditional sentence. It will be more convenient. Like if you want to just explain yourself, if you really want to mention your past habit, so you must know the conditional sentence. Okay,
mm, mm.
like when I had a study good manner in my past time, so today I would be expert in this field. This is
Yeah, that is the
conditional
condition.
sentence, right? So these are important only in basic, apart from nothing. Okay.
Mm. So, sir, how many session you have have you completed
Yeah,
approx
like I think I have crossed 100 session.
100 session? That
Yes,
is a good one.
because this is a requirement. If you do not
Mm,
attend any lana, so like how can we help other, right? It's a more
yes.
requirement to attending session with the learner and giving appropriate suggestions that will be more convenient for their lives, right? That's why it's my
So, in
priority.
all
I'm a teacher.
conversation, which kind of the topic you select for like discussing to other?
I think many of topic belonging to the other sides, and many of time I explain all the fact things related of spoken English. So this way I have been interacting with the many learner according to their comfort. Okay, I often try to solving the issues. Okay, in
Oh,
particular field this way.
uh, uh, uh,
Okay,
uh.
so I think we should be wrap up this session
Yes,
because I
yes.
think it will be enough, right?
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you
So
so much. It was great conversation with you. I
okay,
learned
yeah, yeah.
a lot to you.
Same here. And please, after finishing this conversation, you must send me the one photo of you. Good
Yes.
quality, good banner.
Oh, definitely. I will say.
So thank you and bye
Thank
and keep learning. Keep watching much more. Okay.
you. Okay, okay, okay. Thank you so much. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.